Okay, good morning. All right, so what we're doing today is, this is session number 2, and gonna do a quick recap of session 1 and some of the main points that we had gone over. Main thing is utilizing the ZAP profile. Is everyone familiar with how to access your ZAP profile?
Yes, sir.
Negative. Not quite.
Okay, so if you follow along up here, if you go to cbexchange.com, and then you'll sign in. So it is your first name dot last name at colabanker.com, and then whichever password you have for that. If you've never signed into this, first off, shame on you. Secondly, if you have not, just click on need help signing in and forgot password, and allow you to reset that, and then you want to save that in your computer for future reference. And again, to re-emphasize why this is important to be on the Exchange portal is because this is where all of your resources are located for Coldwell Banker. Those resources will include access to your ZAP profile, which we'll go over, the CBU Learning Center, all the materials and resources available for training opportunities and classes, e-marketing, and let's see here, what else will be in there? The listening experience, which is a, we'll go over that at some point again too, but it is a way to create a listing presentation. But for today, we're going to be going through ZAP. So in the upper right-hand corner, there's the springboard, looks like a little button. Click on that, and then you'll click on ZAP. Now ZAP should be the same login and password as you have for Exchange. Okay, let me know when you're all there. Good? Yeah. Good, you good? Shakti, you good? Chris, you good?
Yeah.
Everyone else good? Okay. So your main dashboard will look like this. Now the main part of this is you want to have, this is your specialized Coldwell Banker website location. So click in the upper right-hand corner, it'll give you the option to click on My Website. Open that up. And this is where you can personalize all of your information that you want out there in the world. You can change your photo, you can change the backdrop, you can put all the additional information in here that they give you opportunity to. So your personal statement gives you tips on the right-hand side of what is good to add to it. You can add an agent video in there. So if you want to create one yourself, or if you want to work with George and create one, you can do that. You include all your social media here as well, all the areas that you serve on the island. And any other additional information that you can place in here as well. So once you have that all updated, the actual website will look like this. So there's a search option up here. Again, all the information you put in here, all of your listings will be directly funneled right into this from MLS. Your sold information, same thing, will be put into here. You can figure out why there's no photos.
So it should automatically pop up your sold
Mm-hmm.
and
Correct. It'll come right from MLS.
is yours. Your sold and listings. Mine says nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. But what did you?
But
Oh,
then
when you
it did. I was just looking for the spot.
Sold. Okay. And this is a good way, as we went over in the first one, this is a good way that you can create content from, because not only does it give a full listing information of your listing, it also drives them to your personalized Coldwell Banker website. Now, why is that important? First off, there's a new program that just came out last week called DARE, which is dynamic, what's the name of it? Chris, remember what it was? I told you.
I forget.
Dynamic something real estate,
Yeah.
okay? Something starts with an A. What that does is when someone clicks on, so if you create a social media ad from here with a link, okay? Once they click on the actual link within your posting, an algorithm will take place that it will send a sponsored ad to their feed for a certain amount of time over the next couple of days, reminding them that they went to here. So it'll be a sponsored ad from Coldwell Banker, and we'll direct them back to coldwellbanker.com, and we'll kind of refresh in their feed for a couple days there afterwards. And so it's like a data capturing feature they have, and you don't have to do anything for it. It's free to all of us, and it's just a good way to keep you in the back of people's mind when they click on your ads. So, how do you create an ad posting through here? It's very simple. Let's find something that is not sold. So this one right here. Okay. So the full listing information is here. Everything's taken from MLS, description and everything. Another cool part about that is it lists everything here: interior, exterior features, utilities, pricing history, schools nearby, mortgage calculator, and other ways to search for additional listings as well. But what we want to do is we want to create a post from here.
Dynamic ads for real estate.
What's that?
Dynamic ads for real estate.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. There's a share button up here. It makes it super easy. You just click on the Facebook link. And this is where you can, so once you have your business page created, you click on the drop down the top here, share on a page you manage. Coldwell Banker Dalen Properties here. And then you can write a little something about this. So this one captures all of the basics that you want to have in here. So address, bedroom, bathroom, in the first part of the description here, okay? So you want to include just something else in here. So I'll do great in gardens. And then I'll just post. So when you're on your business page that you manage, you go over to Publishing Tools on the top. It'll show you your scheduled posts, and it'll show you your published posts. And here's the one we just posted. Like so. So it's going to look like this. As I mentioned last time, when you do have a page that you manage, it gives you performance for your posts, so it lets you know how many people has been reached, results as far as likes, comments, and shares, everything from within the post to within the post. If you have additional photos in there, it'll give you stats on that as well. And once again, what I said is when someone clicks on here, it's going to take them directly to this link page, and it's a double thing because it'll take them there. Then also later on in their feed, it's going to repopulate with a sponsored post from Coldwell Banker, showing them this again here too. So it's a nice reminder. So it is important to have your Zap profile up to date. All this personalized information in here, easier for people to find you, okay? So that's a recap on Zap. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. And there's also additional training videos and stuff on Zap within CBU Learning Center, okay? So all the stuff we're going over today, as far as Coldwell Banker related, there's training opportunities within there. They're short, they're to the point, and you can get a good grasp on what you have available to you.
This is in CBU?
CBU, yep.
And
You find that in Agent.
Learning Center.
Yep, Agent Pathway. Tons of courses, tons of video and audio. about this right here. Learn the power of CV Zap and how it can increase your productivity. Okay. And that's all within the agent pathway, self-paced. All these great learning materials here for your learning purposes. Any questions on any of this? No? Good. Okay. So let's move on to, this is session 2 portion of it, okay? So the whole reason why we're doing this is to figure out how to better leverage what you're doing social media wise to gain an audience and get clients and prospects. So the best way to do that is posting with purpose. You want to make sure that you're posting things that are, you know, thoughtful to what you are actually trying to accomplish here. So as we went over in the first session, there's 3 different ways that you want to post to your accounts: business posts, lifestyle posts, and community posts. So you want to have a good mix of all 3 of them, and that's just a way to get different interactions and engagements online. So when you're posting about a new listing, you want to use, you know, detailed type information, not oversaturated, but you also want to use local information as well. So for instance, if this listing that you have is located to something of, you know, interest, that someone would move here or move from where they are currently to there, there's different area points of interest that are around, and you can point that out as an added benefit to that actual listing. You want to use your channel to invite new prospects. So you want to make a personal connection. Same thing. You don't want to be just listing certain items as kind of just like an info sheet. You want to be detailed in that, where you're going to find someone that's going to read it and make a connection with you. So this is all based on your type of personality, how you want to convey yourself, and you want to come up with a, like I said, personal connection. Cool way to do that is to, you can do this just with your phone. Shoot a video of yourself. If you have a new listing, go there in the front door or kitchen area or a place that is really, you know, nice in that area, and take a picture, take a video of yourself, just a quick, you know, 15-20 second, hi, I'm blah blah, this is new listing here, a lot of great, you know, just get interactive with that, and that's a fantastic way of putting yourself in front of what you do. It puts a personal touch on it, okay? Couple do's and don'ts to create a better online response. You don't want to post just to post. You don't have a bucket to fill. You, like I said, you want to have purposeful content. So don't just post something because you think I have to post something today just to make sure that it's out there. You should be posting every day, but it should have some meaning behind it. So create thoughtful content. If you don't have anything business related, go out and search your feed for, you know, maybe some helpful real estate tips, or like I saw the other day, someone, I think it was someone here, posted something about escrow process or different real estate terms that may be confusing, because for all of us, real estate is not super confusing because you do this and you learn about this every day. For the consumers out there are words that they have no idea what they mean, and they might hear them a lot in this type of process, and they'll just smile and nod and say, oh yeah, I get that. Makes total sense. But if you put content out there that explains certain information that would come up in this process that could be confusing, make it less confusing. Make it simple, okay? let's see here. This actually circles back to what we said before. Use a calendar or a schedule to best leverage your posts. So you figure out when the best time to create engagements or interactions is. You're not going to post something at 1:30 in the morning and hope that you're going to have a windfall in the morning of people looking at your content. Post at good times during the day. The peak times we mentioned was days during the week, so Monday through Friday. Best times to engage is 12 to 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Weekends aren't as strong, but it's a good time to post kind of engaging posts of, I went golfing on Saturday, so I put something on the story post of a beautiful golf course in Kona, and it had the mountains and it had the ocean in the background. Brings people into your accounts. Posting dates of upcoming local events too. So if there's a parade coming up, if there's a a fundraiser, there's a charity event, there's something that's Brewfest. Exactly. We have all these opportunities to post community type content, and once again, all that does is puts you kind of in the conversation of, someone will post something about Brewfest. Oh, I love Brewfest. It puts you in the mind's eye of the people that you're trying to contact, okay? Don't think you should be on all channels, meaning there are tons and tons of different social media channels. If you feel like you can get good engagement out of all of them and that's what you like to do, great. If you feel like you're good at Instagram, but not so much at Facebook, do Instagram, okay? Don't over-exert yourself just for the sake of trying to be everywhere at all times.
Or just do Instagram and have it automatically post to Facebook. You can do that with Instagram.
Precisely. And there is an app that, so if you connect your Instagram with your Facebook, you can post just directly through Instagram and everything will go to your Facebook account. And for those of you that are not super interested in going through your feed all the time on Facebook because it gets clogged up by a lot of children's photos and eating and all that stuff, there is an app called Facebook Pages Manager. There we go, Page Manager. And all it does is sends you just notifications and actual engagements on your page. You don't have to go through the feed, you don't have to go through all that. It's your inbox, it's your notifications, it's your post post insights. So it's called Page Manager, and it's pretty good.
Page Manager is the name of the app.
Yep. Facebook Pages Manager. And it's created by Facebook. It's not a third-party source. But it's quite useful. Okay. And this goes kind of with everything we've been talking about. Do be consistent. Meaning, find the right times that you want to post. Be consistent with what your material is that you're posting. Don't go dark for 2 weeks and then post something and expect that you're going to have a lot of results from that. And that's why it's a good thing is to keep it mixed up, so you're not going to have just business related, not just community type. Involve everything into that, and having that type of feed will lead to prospects. Prospects lead to clients. And that's what we're trying to do here, trying to make a mark in a different way of advertising, because you're advertising yourself. This has nothing to do with the business, has nothing to do with any of that. You want people to like you, want people to contact you for their real estate needs, okay? And some of the best ways of doing that, especially in Instagram, is using hashtags. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. Using good hashtags is the is key. You'll get a lot more engagement, a lot more interactions if you're using, again, thoughtful type content and thoughtful type hashtags. So, showed this to Chris the other day, and for when I'm posting, you all have notes on your.
Yeah.
So, I have a bunch of different hashtags that are saved into my notes here. So I just copy. Yeah.
That's solid.
Copy and paste it.
Yes.
That's solid.
Yes.
Another thing you guys can do, I did this for videography stuff, is if you go online and you just type in hashtags real estate.
Yep.
You'll literally they'll give you exactly 30, because you're only allowed
Yeah.
30, I think, or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Also, something I learned from a friend, don't always use the exact same
Mhm.
hashtags every time, take one off. Because if you use the exact same one, Instagram's AI will recognize
You get
that.
caught into a loop where
Yeah.
it just kind of filters you
It
out.
thinks you're a spam bot.
Yeah.
So it kind of puts you at a lower priority.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, good ones to use, and you want to have kind of the same ones for your first bit of them, so they're getting the point across to what you're doing. So let's see, where is it? There we go. So, big ones, hashtag Hawaii. Okay, that is a big search on Instagram. Hawaii real estate, and then real estate, Coldwell banker, agent, realtor. You can go through our Instagram posts, and a lot of the good ones will be in there. I suggest you utilize them, and then change it up to what's suiting for what you're posting about. So if you have a home in the country, okay, and what are things you can do in the country? You can go hiking, you can go biking, you can do all that stuff. Do something like that. So hashtag biking, hiking, outdoors, stuff like that. It's kind of funny. I'll post some things and just put something different there to see if it works, and it actually does. You get a different response because it hits different search options that are people looking for. But please do utilize that, because you'll get a much greater return on for what you're doing. And as George mentioned, do change it up in between posts. You want to do the same thing for each one, because you'll get lost. People won't be able to find you. Let's see here.
Also, too, you guys use your own video or your own phones and stuff to make your own like Instagram videos. Don't think about making it perfect. You can always send me the file and I can edit stuff. If you're doing it in front of your house or something, and you're like, crap, I made this one good take, but then I sneezed in the middle of it, or something like that. Send it to me. I'll cut out the sneeze, or just little stuff like that, color correcting, whatever
Yeah.
you need. But make it look. We can make it look good, but you can still do it on your phone. Phones are 4K. They might not have the width you want for your showrooms or something like that, but you can still, do a quick selfie kind of thing.
Yeah, but you want to make sure you're able to do personalized type stuff. So having you with the phone like that, it's personal. It's like you're there with that person. You're talking to them about the topic that you're discussing. Everyone familiar with how to use the story function on both platforms, creating stories? So
Just the
story at the top when you watch other people's
Yeah.
stories. That would, yeah.
So, yeah, you want to do different kind of story type posts. And that's a good way, so you don't, if you want to post a couple times during the day, but you don't have something that is like impactful, put it on your story, and that's another great way to get engagement as well. Use the different options they have for, especially on Instagram, for, let's see here.
Live feed your open houses.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Where is it?
George, that sounds really boring.
Wow.
Who's
You don't
gonna
have to-
watch that?
You don't have to watch it the whole time, the owners, that's for sure.
Okay.
Owners.
They
Not
didn't know
even
you're
that.
doing your job.
That makes sense.
So they have the polling options on here for your stories. They have questions. So like, you post something about in your story about whatever you want, whatever content you want to engage with. You put polls in there. So like, you have 2 listings that have beautiful bathrooms or something like that. You know, which one do you like the most? Or they have that little heart thing right there too. It's all kind of like simple, fun, silly ways to just, you want to personalize it, you want to engage, and that's the main part of it. I mean, I'm probably sure you know more about this stuff than I do. I'm not great on the GIFs and stuff like that. I'm trying to get better with it, but it's fun, and it's meant to put, like I said, a personal touch on what you're doing. Oh, here's a great thing I saw literally this morning. I don't know if you can see this right here. Someone posted, it says, real estate is confusing. And it's upside down, and it literally kind of like what we just talked about, okay? Posting things like that engages, it gets kind of the point across what you're trying to put out there. Has there, I know Kanoi created her business account last week, correct?
Mhm.
How's that going?
Okay.
Okay. What's today? 20. Any questions on the content of the stuff we've gone over yet? No? Anything to add? Anything that you've seen out there, or? This is,
Davin's pages are just incredible. Like, I want to steal him.
so yes, Davin's been doing a really great
He's
job.
doing such a good job.
He's really taken this to heart and posting a lot of really great material. Let's see. See right here is like talking about how you can engage with people that you interact with. So he works in education, and something that would be helpful to someone that is in that type of business there. So how you can get down payment assistance for a new home buyer.
That's awesome.
Yes. But get creative. This is your,
He's been working in his yard.
Yeah. It's super cool. I mean, put a personalized touch on this. This is your,
You should see his yard. It's crazy.
that's what I heard.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah. But again, get creative, have fun with this. This is not your, there's no box you have to sit inside of. There's endless possibilities for how you want to advertise yourself. And again, have fun with what you're doing here. This is what the social media is all about. What else do I have here? I put something else together, but I'm not complete to present with it yet, but a little, are all of you familiar, or is, not all of you, are you familiar with Canva?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So this is we'll do a brief touch on this right here. Canva is a CANVA.
Oh, that's so
Fantastic way to create personalized content, okay? So you could create your own account with this, so you can have all of your data stored through here. Let me get my login, so let me show you a little bit what this can do. Okay, so you can create designs for any type of content you want to create. So if you want to do Instagram, you want to make postcards, flyers, story posts. So for instance, here's one right here. We'll take those fantastic photos that George took here, and you can create content on top of your. Good. Okay. So you can add words. You can add boxes. You can add different kinds of. So over here, there's different kinds of templates that you can use, and you can manipulate them.
How long does it take to create one?
How long?
Yeah.
Not that long. I can do one, absolutely. So let's find a good.
How do you put the logo, the new logo on the?
I can send.
That to us,
Yes, I
right?
can send. Yes, so let me do that. Send.
Because I tried and I was like, but it was for my phone.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's more difficult than.
Nope.
computer.
Because you can save. Yeah, I'll create one right now. Let's do a new one. So let's do it from this one. And we'll choose what kind of template we want to use. What looks good. Okay, so there's all different kinds of templates you can use. Now, some of these are going to say free, some of them are not going to, but there's only reason why it's not free is because there's maybe the photo inside here is unable to, actually I think you'll be fine this one. Let's use one that is free though. Here we go. So, you got an open house coming up. You want to create something to post on your feed. Gives you the information here. You can change all that to whatever you want. Okay. Change the font size to make it fit. Whatever you want. Different font styles. There's literally thousands. Okay. You want to add your photo in there. do this one here.
So it's easier from your computer than from your phone, right?
Yeah, it's really easy from your computer. The phone,
Okay.
the mobile one,
Uh-huh.
you have to get a hang of it.
Okay,
But
that's
once
why
you do,
ours is
it's
like-
easy. But you can, again, you can put whatever you want in here. If you want to put a logo in here, you can save it into your folders.
Mhm.
Wow.
So for instance,
We
I'll
have
put-
a lot.
Yep. Put that in there.
Okay.
Okay.
That.
I see.
You do like that. You can change the backdrop colors to whatever you want. I have brand save colors in here, so if I wanted to use this one here, I can do that. And then different elements that you can put in. So there's photo grids. You wanted to add multiple photos. All these different options here. Charts. You want to do photo frames. Same thing, so if you want to put that in there. Put that, and you can put whatever kind of photo you want. That, okay. This thing is super cool. I mean, it's gradients, lines, illustrations. So it's like, say if there's like, you want to use a,
Unicorn.
yeah, exactly.
Or something
You want to put a unicorn there, you can actually even search for,
Tons of illustrations.
yeah, illustrations, photos.
Just add some personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, I really
Oh,
don't think I'd
cute.
do that first, but.
Whatever, yeah.
It catches eye for sure.
Totally, and that's the thing, you can be really creative with this. You can have a lot of fun with it too. You can add all sorts of really great stuff in here. Text, same thing. You want to add text to this, you're not sure what you want it to look like. There's different examples here, so you go through and say, oh, that looks kind of cool, have something like this.
Or it goes over the.
Yep, and then if you want to change the position of where it's located, you can click on this and then position, and then you can move it backwards, move it forwards. A lot of really great stuff. Backgrounds, so if I was to create a, let's do a new one. So different landscape patterns. You know, if you wanted just to do a simple content one like this, you could do, here's an example, do this, find frame, go find a logo, use that one, scale it down, and put text in there. Use this one.
Okay, so I've been trying to go for my phone.
Change the coloring on that. And then,
Oh,
no.
you can. Oh.
You know, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's easy once you get a little bit of a hang of it, but there's a lot of really great content here for you to use. And again, if you want to take something else that they have as an example for templates, again, go through here, sometimes not even just the real estate ones I'll use, you know, summertime ones are kind of fun too. Gives you different examples on how to make something look, so, you know, you can, again, manipulate any of these here, so like this one, like that, and then you can put, again, if you have some sort of, you know, tidbit or whatever, use this as your backdrop, and then once you're done with it, so say this is what I want it to look like, you click on download, and different file types to use. That, you click download. And then you can put that right into your, excuse me, right into your post.
Didn't show.
I don't know what's not doing it.
Does it recognize it?
I don't know why it's not doing it, but,
But you have done that way,
yeah,
dragging it.
yep. You can just drag and drop it right into there, and it should accept it. It will accept it. I don't know why it's not doing it here. But, again, this is a really great, way to create content, okay? And again, if you have any questions on this stuff as well, do let me know, and I'll be glad to help out with that. But you just search around and find some cool different templates to work with, or create your own as well. Any questions? Good. Well, I think that will conclude today's session. Again, just to reemphasize, make sure your Zap profiles are up to date. Make sure you're posting with a purpose. You have a schedule, and integrate different types of media with your posts. Use personalized videos, engage with your audience, and most of all, just try to have fun with it too. That's the best way. If you're having fun, then other people will catch on to that and increase your follower counts, and then again could lead to a prospect and then a client. So use this to your advantage.
The Zap connects to our MLS.
Correct.
So anything I have listed in MLS goes
Yep.
to Zap. Because I don't see it in here.
Me neither.
I don't see my.
Let's see.
It's on your webpage. When you click on visit my website, it should be on there.
My website.
Yep. Up. Log
No,
into.
the same thing.
So let's look at.
Oh, we all get that covered by the.
I changed mine.
Yeah.